Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana continues to struggle here a little bit. Currently, we had obviously on the chart here the 100 and was it 110? I think was the minimum it needed to do in this current correction. Had this been a 5-wave move, but I told you many times I don't really think we can count it as a 5-wave move. I would really struggle to interpret that as a 5-wave move. So two things here. In terms of, if you start your first move to new all-time highs, what you want to see is a first 5-wave move to the upside, so 5 waves. Here with Solana, I think we have only seen 3 waves, and I told you that before. So we had here a wave 1, this is the wave 2, 3, this would have been the wave 4, and then 5 to the upside. That is the breakout scenario in which the price should have already moved around actually. So it's a bit too late now. It's still possible technically, but a bit too late. So yeah, we had here a wave 1, then this became here our A, B, C. Yeah, you need an overshooting wave B here to make that work, which is not great. Yeah. And then you had here your 5 waves within a wave 3. You come down in wave 4 and 5. Now, in this scenario, the wave 4 is not allowed to drop below $95 because that is the wave 1 peak here. I mean, technically, there are always exceptions to make it work, but it's not great. And yeah, we're nearly there. We're nearly at the 95. So as soon as it drops below that, I think it's completely invalidated. For now, you could still make it work somehow, but the wave 4 normally should have turned around already, and it should have done that at ideally the 50% fib retracement. Yeah, so this was the 110 US dollar level. Still possible to turn around now at the 61.8, but for a wave 4 it's actually too much down. Yeah, and also the way the price is coming down, it's absolutely impulsive. Actually, it's coming down here. So to really think this is still a breakout pattern from which we could move much higher. I mean, let me explain. Short-term upside is always possible, but we're looking here for a wave 5 in which we could then assume that low that we had here at $75 is already in. The way this is currently coming down is too impulsive, and I would struggle to really make it work. It would still work as a 5-wave move if you move up higher here and then would come to at least the all-time high, the previous high, but ideally you want to push higher, $160 or more. Now at the moment it looks very much like all of this just like a larger A, B, C, in which you're now starting your impulse to the downside. So at the moment, yeah, I'm really not thinking that we're breaking out here to the upside. As I said, short-term upside possible. Technically you could still make it work, but the likelihood is just getting lower and lower. Having the potential here of this being a 5-wave move up already, I would struggle to make it work. You could probably, I think there is a way you can count it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this would be the ABC here down, which you probably would have only made the A anyway. Then you come up in a B anymore, and C would be down in anyway because the wave A is already coming down a lot. So in both scenarios, actually, I think you would, well, in this scenario, you would also come down lower, and the other scenario, the potential breakout scenario, I think we struggle to make it work. So primarily my view has to be that we come down a little bit lower because the way the price is coming down is just heavy. Yeah, can't of course exclude the option that we see here some short-term upside, as I would expect it for Bitcoin now. Short-term upside, yeah, watch my Bitcoin video for further explanation. But we just have to acknowledge here that the price could not maintain the value above $122. That was very important, the $122 level, this wave 4 high. It moved up, the retest here failed, and then we moved down. Yeah, so it also didn't manage to get above the 200-day moving average, and therefore, yeah, we're currently looking at some more potential downside. Of course, currently $100 level, psychological level, we talked about in the previous video, to find support here first of all, because it is a psychological level, $100 round number. 50-day moving average is here as well, and on top of that we've got that 61.8% fib level of the whole move, of the whole previous larger wave down and down. That's the 61.8% fib level, the most relevant one, and of course you find some support here, but if that breaks, I think you're easily going to go down to 95, And if you lose that, then you're coming down here, possibly even to the 75 US dollar level. So for me at the moment, I cannot currently see a trend change yet. We have to understand that we are currently here, however, in a potentially bullish pattern. You can call that a descending, a broadening wedge. That is generally a bullish reversal, a bullish pattern, yeah, like a descending wedge as well. But as I said, there is a short-term upside always possible before you come down then once more. We are without a doubt here currently in the bearish range. On the 4-hour chart, we have a short signal on the ADX and DI. The 8-hour has now also recovered, but also in the bearish range. We see the negative momentum on the 8-hour still being reduced. Let me go to the daily, because the daily is then what is very meaningful here generally. However, here on the daily, we still see further downside potential. The MACD is not yet reducing any negative momentum. So until you see that shifting it around, I think we are here in the downtrend. What we want to see on the daily is at least here what happened here, for example, or here, a reduction of the negative momentum on the daily. It typically starts on the lower time frame. So as I said, on the 8-hour, if that 8-hour reduction in negative momentum can of course translate over onto the daily, and then it would have an impact here and possibly push the price here higher a little bit. But for now, we have to understand we are still in a downtrend. The way the price is coming down is quite impulsive. And if this would be in a breakout scenario, this would be a wave 4, but in a wave 4, we're also coming down too much. In my opinion, still technically possible, but we're coming down into levels where it's getting less likely that we actually break out to the upside. So overall here, quite impulsive move down. And as I said, next support would be at 95 and then 75. To the upside, what do we need to break above? Again, next resistance would be 105. We only just broke it to the downside and have retested it actually successfully as resistance. So also this is not a great sign. So $105 to the upside is currently what is holding us down here. All right, that is my view about Solana. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership and make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well, where we post some stuff in addition to the videos. And you can find the official social media links in the description. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.